How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Project Maris, where these two halves of a Porsche Boxster are going into this Bedford Rascal. Now, on the last video, we measured out the bit that needs to be cut out. That is 575mm to shorten the chassis to get the wheels to line up with the arches on the Boxster, and that is these two marks here. I'll cut it down the middle because it was funny, but more importantly, I want to have parts of this and parts of this overlap, so that it isn't just one butt joint down the middle. I haven't worked out how to do it yet, and we're going to find out together. Welcome to SainzFab. Now that's funny, I am stood in the middle of the car. Right, have a look at this. This is the front cut line that I've got to take it to take out this gap out of the middle. Now, looking at it, there's a bit of double skin here where the sill goes round. There's a bit of double skin there. And then there's this bit here, which is a brace that goes out to the front. I definitely wanted to keep that. This bit here, let me show you that, that's double skin as well. And then we're the same, brace, single skin, and a little bit in the corner. Now, let me work out how to get to the back without falling over. Right, this is the cut line from the back, and between the two there is a total of the 575mm that I need to take out to get it to the right length. There is a few extra bits here because I've got the double skin there in the sill, and then that's all single skin. Then I've got this raised section here, so I want to use that. I want to use a bit of this double skin and then that raised section there. I've got an idea. Let's have a look. Right, how am I going to show you this? You can't see me, but it's not important. You need the car. Now, my thought is that I'm going to cut this one completely flush on this line all the way up, because it's, apart from there and down here, that is single skin and that don't matter. Now, this bit here on the top of the tunnel, I think I'm going to cut that here, and then I'm going to cut this section out so this overlaps on top of this section, not there. That's going to go a cut line round here and round here, and then that whole bit is going to stick out from here and weld onto the top of that one. I think that's going to be a nice bit of structure for the center, especially as that will be down at the double skin, single skin, but here it will be double, and I can weld that from both sides. And then this bit here, this hump, I want to keep this bit going forward because that comes up under the seat thing, which I need to cut out. That comes forward, and I think that that's going to come here. So if it comes around like this, I can join it onto this structural thing and then make that a continuous double skin. So yeah, I'm going to cut this one flush, and I'm going to cut this one flush from there, and then round here, and then in, across, and just take out that whole seat section there. Let's go. That's not easy. Let's go this way. That was a lucky guess, wasn't it? I didn't know that was the fuel filter under there, and I only just missed it. I actually managed to cut through the end of the thing with the rip saw. That's quite funny. I think I'm there. I've gone a bit wrong on this particular bend here, and I've gone in too far, but I can get it back from this side. So I think I'm going to come in. First I got to cut out the bulk of it. I don't want that here, and then I can start chipping away at this to make a shape, and then I'll start cutting away at this one to make the opposite shape, and hopefully I think I just need to start cutting this down and down and down and down until I get to a point where I think that that's it, and then cut that side to match. So let's get some weight out of this. Oh, look at that. I'm pleased with that. That gives me like 3 different lines across the chassis of the weld. So I've got to weld it here and here and here. So it gives it a much stronger profile. Pleased with that. I'll square this up and then we'll start getting the other side to match. I like it. So the basic shape is essentially cut out. I've got this tunnel here which is going over the top, and then I've got these cutouts which are coming down here as well. Now I wanted to integrate this extra patch and link it into this brace bar, and I don't think my cuts are accurate enough to be able to do it by measure. So I think the next thing to do would be to actually put them together, lay this one on top and trace the line. We'll have a go. Might look bad, might not work, but it's worth a shot, and it'll be funny. Oh, that was close. Look how short it is. That's funny. Right, let's have a look at this first fit then. That's staggered because it's lifted. It's sat on top here. But this isn't bad. Oh, that cuts miles out. How did I manage that? Shit. I measured it as well. What? Okay, all right, that's weird. That's the bit that I need to cut out of there. Let's go around the other side. That one's closer. How did I manage that? That's bizarre. Anyway, yeah, I'll cut this bit out. And that's not too bad. That'll go together. Let's do those tabs and see where we are. So I've taken a moment to align the chassis front to back by using the bolt holes that are in the chassis, measuring the distance and knowing that both sides are equal length, and the center being lined up means the chassis is essentially square. It might be 1 or 2 mil out, but that is the kind of thing that can be adjusted with tracking. Now, I need to make this join line as close together as possible. So squaring it up first means that I can now use the back one to make a new cut of the front one to get this line to match up. Now I've been down this side and I've been down it with an angle grinder and tidied it up as best as I can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shortest steel rule I have, measure the widest gap that I have, which in this case is here, which is exactly 10 centimeters, which is awesome because 10 centimeters, which is great because 10 mil is Wow, about 4 attempts at the tape, just to edge it and edge it and edge it. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's exactly what I needed. The gap between these 2 holes on the side is exactly 160 mil, and it was 170 mil before, so I've taken exactly 10 mil out. And the join between the 2, oh yeah, I'm really happy with this. I gotta say, there was a bit of luck in it, quite a lot of luck to be fair, but yeah, this is cool. This is so cool. Check it out, check it out. Where are we? Center of the hub, 1826, but the other side is 1842. So I've got an average of 1835, 1834. That's close enough for me, definitely. Absolutely brilliant. I've got to show you this. Look, this is 19 cutting wheel discs that I used to get to this point. I kept them because I thought it'd be funny. I'm really happy with the cut. I'm really happy with the alignment. It's time to start joining these things together. So let's pull it apart one last time, clean up all the edges so I've got a nice surface to weld to, and then let's get it done. Let's get it done. It is so close to getting the welder out and chucking it on this, but I just want to do one more thing for a bit of security. I've got this sheet steel here, and I'm going to chop it up into sections, lay it over the brake, the cut line, and then just bang in some Tech screws just to hold it in the exact position I want it to as I go down the welder, because I'm going to have to stand on it and things might move, and I don't want that to happen. So I'll just do this quick. Won't take a minute. Now, I was all set to just do this gasless. It's all I've got. But I've been advised that going with gas is going to be a much, much stronger weld. And I think, seeing as it's the entire chassis of the car, I should do this as strong as possible. So I have on loan a brand new, never used gas welder and some gas and all the stuff. I've never done it before. This has never been connected up before. It's going to be a learning curve, but we'll give it a go. It's a mess, but I'm carrying on. Well, that didn't go to plan at all, did it? I know that what I was doing was going to be a temporary measure because I've decided how I'm going to progress forward with this project, but I at least wanted it to hold while I transfer it into the Rascal, and it didn't. I suppose at least it's interesting because I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube channels about car building and things like that, and everything just works so perfectly. They're like, oh, we do this and ta-da, you got an amazing car. And yeah, there's some stories out there about YouTube builds and SEMA builds and things like that, but it always looks so shiny and happy, and you know, sometimes in the real world it's not like that. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna carry on at this point. I need to think of a new plan. But anyway, we'll see in the next one. We'll try on the next one, yeah? No, stop that. Got a new plan. Let's try again. So how many of you spotted that I didn't take out the cap covers? Because I didn't, and I'm a little bit disappointed in you lot for not telling me. But in reality, it wasn't an issue for my plan. The plan at the moment is to shorten it and get it together and not flexing so that I can put the body on the top. Then I'm going to take out the chassis and the engine and then weld it all properly and neatly. But I just wanted it together for now. But when I jacked up the front and the front tipped, it just pulled all this apart. And it's mostly because of these being here, here and here, which is the entire width of the part that I cut out. So I'm blaming you lot. Anyway, I've got a new plan. Because of this lower floor and because of these cut holes, what I'm going to have to do is cut out all of the cut holes and make a plate, and then I can have a clean weld all the way across at this end and a weld all the way across at this end, and that's going to give me the pull push strength that I need to be able to keep it stiff while I get the other piece on top, the body on top. So let's get these out and then cut it and then make a plate. Yes. On. Guys, you gotta see this. How rotten is this car? Look. It's full of water. What is going on? That. Oh my God, that's like a whole piece. I don't know how far it goes. The other side wasn't filled with water, but that. That's enough of that. So I've got a big hole in the floor now. It's a bit better than it was. This I can fix later, that's not a problem, but this is still lower than this. Around here, there's nothing behind this, so I reckon I cut this out here, and then I can fold this up at the line and get this flat all the way across, which means this has to come out. So let's do this, and then cut this, and then fold it up and see how close we are. Look at this crap from underneath. The cable goes through here and into this little right angle box. Both of these bolts snapped off, so they're lost in the chassis somewhere, but for God's sake. Right, time for a bit of cab. I've got this bit of cardboard here to fill this rather large hole, and I've cut a notch out of it because there's a brace under the chassis here, which at some point I'll extend back on. But if I put this on the notch, like this, there we go, then I know there's the shape. So if I make this big, let's cut it out of metal. And there we go, there is a giant hole in the floor. I was not expecting it to come to this, but I'm really glad it has, because now I've got a lot more places to weld. I've got all this edge, I've got this edge as well, minus this bit. That's something I'll deal with another time. But here at the top of here, all of this back edge as well, and all those holes are cut out, and it's going to be a lot more secure. Also, this is a really stupid camera angle, you're right, but it's your problem, not mine. You can deal with it. Do you know what, guys? I'm really pleased with this. I am not a welder. I've never claimed to be a welder. I am someone who owns a welder and a grinder. But do you know what? I think that's going to hold. I think that's going to be strong enough. I mean, just for now anyway, there's more to be done. But I'm confident in this. So confident that the other side's already done. There's one thing I want to do, and then we're going to put it on the wheels. One sec. And that one temporary job is a bit of bracing. Now, I've got some metal here, which, here, some box section, which definitely isn't a stolen road sign. And what I'm gonna do is cut a bit off here, use these lengths, and then brace at the top to reduce the flex as I lift it up at each end. Let's bung those in.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah, I had a small fire. The engine bulkhead has got foam inside it for sound deadening, and it lit in here. Don't smell too good in here at the minute. Anyway, enough of that. It's out and we're all good. I think we need to do a bit of a tidy up, and I think this needs to get on its wheels. Oh, it's exciting times now. So just very quickly, I know there's a massive hole in my trousers, but I got my jeans on underneath. It's fine, you can be pleased about it or upset about it, it's your choice. But this is the point in the video where every single time we do a video on the Maris build, we're gonna give away a Hot Wheels, and this is quite a special episode, isn't it? The car is shortened to the right length, measured and great. And also, in the last video, I hit 1,000 followers, so thank you so much. To get that on the exact same day that I started this channel 1 year ago, that's absolutely brilliant. So we're going to do one a bit better, and I've got this special edition Neon Speedsters S13. This is cool. It is one of my personals from Out the Roof, and yeah, it's a really nice car. So you guys deserve it for really helping me out with this channel. I absolutely love it. So if you want to win that Hot Wheels, all you need to do is leave a comment. Nothing else you need to do. No forms or anything. Just leave a comment. Give me help. Give me any welding settings that you can suggest that I need to do, because there was a few times when I was blowing holes, although it did tighten up a little bit later. Anything you want to say down below, every comment enters you into winning that Hot Wheels. Let's carry on. Oh. Right, stop that. It's silly. We got a few questions to answer. The first one is, why haven't I cleaned up all the welds? And the second one is, why haven't I done the underneath? And I've got a plan for this. The idea is that now that this is secure and great and square, I can get the Rascal body, put it on top, seam weld the whole edge, and then at that point I know what structure I need to add, and at that point I can also drop the engine, drop the subframes, turn the whole thing on its side, and weld the bottom before I do any of the rest of the bodywork and clean it up for paint and things like that. But there's plenty more things that have got to be done before that comes, including sorting out where the front joins onto here, where the back, where I have to cut it off, how I'm going to link the steering. I've got to change the front suspension. By the way, if there's any suspension shops out there that can sort me with some shorter coilovers, please get in touch, because that's something that I need. Anyway, there's one more thing that I want to do before we wrap this one up, and it's to introduce you to someone very, very special. Now, she's very old and she's very frail, so let's welcome Maris. Wow, what an episode, eh? What a step forward. The Porsche, really happy with this. It's so strong. The bracing and everything. This is, I'm so pleased with it. So pleased. That is, and then the wheelbase. The wheelbase is absolutely perfect. Oh, so pleased. The arches are gonna come up like this. It's, oh, it's so funny, so funny. Having Maris in as well. This is it. This bit is done, and for now, obviously for now, and that is going to sit there while we deal with this. All of the interior out, all of the doors off, all the glass out, and loads of other stuff that needs to be done. So next episode, we're actually going to have a Maris episode. Brilliant. Now, again, thank you so much for joining me on this journey and this channel. It means the world. I'm having so much fun, and I'm glad that there's people out there that are enjoying the project. Please press the buttons down below, like and subscribe, do all that stuff. There's that hype button as well. That's a cool one. Press that because it's new and it gives me a little boost. There's if you go to the SainzFab store, I've got some merch on there which I've got on order myself, so I'll show you next time. But in the meantime, just thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Fuck me. A fucking disaster. That's so shit. So shit. Smoke in here, Jesus. Fuck's sake. Don't like it, Sam I am. Fuck you. And the award for YouTube's worst welder, SainzFab!